keeps happening, that it resets my microphone lately. Very weird. Is it AMD again acting up? Is the noise cancellation again gone? Oh no. Let's see. Is that one? It's broken again. For real. That's so bizarre. Man, this AMD software is like a beautiful piece of software. Alright, so yesterday we got it running. I did some stuff today, this morning. Basically broke it again, to say the least. Mostly because I split the serializer and deserializer. Into their own class. I did that because I think that's what I would want to have, right? I'm pretty sure that's what I want. Oh god. So we can get rid of those. Deserial... Oh, what? Oh, that was something. I think what I can do is not that, but actually include serialization like that. And here we do serialization T, or actually data T serialize. Because what that allows us to do is basically what's handling it internally as well. I think. Because that should help. Oh my god. Where is the serializer included here? It's not here. Where is it in the... Maybe it is here. No. Oh. Can get rid of that. And is now the serializer unknown? No. Huh. Serialization. Pin base? No. Pin meter. Why is that a thing? Oh, because of those. But we don't need them anymore. But even that... base and set data. Yeah, even that was not exactly an object, right? I think as long as it's not the same thing. It should be fine, right? Yeah, I kind of fucked that yesterday, which is unfortunate. Somehow my Visual Studio decided this year. God damn it. I hate it so much. Somehow I tried to do a rename and then I decided against it, but it just yeah, did it anyways, only half. And now everything is kind of busted. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Visual Studio is really trying to annoy me. Okay. Ah, that's good. That's exactly what I would want to have. Because now that makes more sense. Oh. Deserializer. Mm-hmm. Do we have Onyx file here? No, we don't. That's interesting. Not quite sure how that worked. Deserializer read. Deserializer read. Actually, we probably can have the stuff manually here, right? So that's fine. Input map is just an asset ID. So what we can have is a string view. I mean, it should actually support file path, maybe. Actually not such a bad idea. And then that's fine, right? Like that. This is not fine, so those are... I think that could work. It's just that we don't support that currently. So what we could do is a read for each. But how do we do that? Key value T. Oh, that's a hash map. Not really what we want. It's maybe that what we want. Probably. So we just have a const deserializer, scoped deserializer. Return true. Don't need to do that. Now we basically just do that. Where we do scoped deserializer. Read name into data root name. That can be a string view. Now we have the root path, which can be a file path. I don't really care about that. Ah, that's why it was a string. Ah, okay. And then we do that. So that should be fine. Then again, graphic settings, we can just probably just serialize around like that. I mean, the whole settings we could do like that, right? But I think we do one step at a time, and then the Windows settings is where I do manually like that. But basically template, struct serialization, graphic settings, static bool, serialize. Oh my god. It's not what I wanted. Const settings. Alright, so we have that, which is just that as a default, and then serializer rewrite. Then we do serializer like that. We don't do that, we just do a serializer read. For now. Return true. Because we don't really treat that as a thing that can fail. Yeah, okay. So that should work like that. I mean, the API we could default as well, but whatever. And then the Windows settings we need as well. Serializer, right. Oh, God. Those need to be in Onyx. No, it's correct. And yeah, we do that, but then deserializer. Doesn't that take you should take God damn it. You should take type with you. Did I delete that? Oh, not the deserializer. God damn it. No, that's fine. JSON deserializer. Okay, that one takes the app config JSON in. Perfect. Yeah. Let me quickly open. I forgot to open the manager on the side. Perfect. So yeah, the thing is that it shouldn't take too long to fix those remaining issues, because it's mostly replacing what was the serializer before. We replaced now with the deserializer. And I'm not quite sure. Oh, okay. Flexible pin node. Yeah, unfortunate. That's really not what I would have wanted, but... Why is that even here? Oh, because we can create one, right? Or can we not? Yeah, we have the new pin here. I think that is needed, but I'm not sure. Those ones I would want to get rid of, to be honest. But I'm not sure if it's easily possible. But that was it, or what? That was the last errors? No, it wasn't. That's what I thought. Yeah. Deserialize. Deserializer. That's like so annoying that this happened. I can't even explain how annoying that is. What do you mean it cannot be used before it's initialized? It's here. That's a weird one. Shader cache. Okay. Well, that one we still want to have like that for now. Because changing that one is a little bit more... Wait, get scope identifier. What? Alright, we need to definitely check that one out. Holy. Yeah, that's like still a bunch of crap things probably somewhere. With like the serializer or something like that. Yeah. I tell you, this is pain. I don't know how I kinda fucked that up. Cannot convert it argument 2 from std any to tref. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Oops. That is fair. Ah, unfortunate. All right. Let's see, what errors do we have? That's where is my texture? Somewhere we should have the texture. What? I mean, it's not here. Texture? No, graphic types maybe? Handles? Graphics handles? Yeah. Ah, deserialize. Onyx is 64. Do I not have that? Wait a second. Serialization? No, not serialization, serializer. Did I not do an S64? S64. For the deserializer. Did we not do that? I mean, there it is. Oh, but I see the problem. I do see the problem. So that's not really working. So I guess that should be still the way to go. And maybe I can... have that somewhere else? I don't know, let's leave that out for now. Just to see if we compile. Oops. Just like that. We can do that. That's fine, right? Okay. What? Oh, what did I do here? Why did I comment that one out? Ah. All right. Not all control paths return a value. Yeah, you are correct. True. What? Entity.age. Well, it's here. Oh, that's some other stuff that I removed, right? Deserialize. Okay, I think I actually copy that now because I'm sick of that. And it's here broken as well, right? Yeah, of course it is. We can get rid of Onyx file. So that's all volume component. Volume component. Entity registry. I mean, that one is bizarre. That one fails, but okay. Huh? Has no member. Oh, because of course we have broken it here as well. I mean, of course we have. Okay. Generate the undeclared identifier. I mean, alright. Oh, I mean, that might be all related, right? To that not being found. Shader graph. Don't need Onyx file, I think. Material, shader graph. We don't care. Okay. Let's hit that compile again. Render graph. Serialization. Okay, yeah. Huh, that's because we have it like that, I see. So maybe we have it with other ones as well. So which one is that? Vector 4 U8. Oh, but that makes... No, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, we don't have... Oh no, okay, I see. We need more here, vector 2. How many do we have actually? Graphic... Or not graphics, geometry. Common.h, that's what I wanted. So we have U8 and S8 and S16 as well. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. So here we do S8. And S16. And here U, 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 and U. And then we have vector 3. Did I? No, I didn't change one, probably. I mean, if we did, then we find it out anyways. U. Vector 4. Alright, let's mark everything, resharp of edit, generate. So that should be hopefully... I mean, oh, hold on, he definitely cocked that a little bit. Oh, unfortunate. So I anyways have to do that different. Oh, value, deserialize out value. So let's actually fill that first. Oops, like that. Okay, then let's fix the other stuff. So that's 2F to the S8, S8. S16. Oh my god. Not my day today. I want to have this fixed with the right names. It makes it easier to reason. Even though that's now a pain to fix. Vector 4, S16. Yeah, whatever. Ooh, that's actually a little bit nauseating, not gonna lie. Because everything looks kinda the same. Getting a little bit dizzy from that. Wait, can't I do this? Oh my god, why did I not do that beforehand already? Okay. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Double with the int with S32. Long with S64. Unsigned with U32. Unsigned long with 64. And that should do it perfect. Why did I not do that instantly? So that's 2, 2, 2. And we take the 3 and 4s. Bring them to the other 3s. Right here is that. That should go here. Vector 4, vector 4, vector 4, vector 4 goes here. Those vector 4 goes away. Go here. And then vector 2 we need to fix that the U16 and U8 go to the U in front of the U32. Perfect. And then we have like those values as well. Okay. Another beautiful ones, the serialize. Again, do we need that? No, right? Don't think so. Or do we have? No, we don't have anything here. Let's take that because I think that pattern will repeat. Alright, we don't really care about those yet. Hold on, what? Oh, we don't have that. Oh, but we can probably do here data, right? If we even need that. Oh, we can do that. But I'm not sure if we even need to do that. Here we read for each in the data. But here we just write it out like that. How did we do it in the actual scene file now? Oh, we might do that. But then, hold on, but then this is wrong. Then that is wrong here. We should probably... But do we need that? Ah, we need that, right? Yeah, we should have that container here. Most likely. Something like here, serializer, create scope data. And then here serializer in scope. We can name it endoscope as well. But then, no, that doesn't really work. I need to think about that. Because we need an array here. Oh, we could do a right at, right? Something along those lines. Yeah, we could actually do that. Onyx U32 index. How do I do that? Because I want an object here. I mean, actually, that would work already. Right? I mean, I'm not sure. We definitely need to figure that out. Yeah. I need to look at that, how I figured that one out. So saving doesn't work yet for scenes. I still don't understand that. Does it need to be like that? For it to work? I mean, okay. No overloaded function could convert all the... But from where? Why does it not say from where that came from? Ah, a node graph serializer? What? But shouldn't that work? Read for each. Read for each. Oh wait, no, is string ID? Else if is good. I mean, that should pretty much do it. Cannot convert argument 1 from int to u32. But where would you do a int 32? What? Okay, I mean, that one is anyways a little bit. I mean, we should do that. Else it's a return a string view. But I mean, even that should probably work, right? That's fine. That is so bizarre. Where that's coming from, I have no idea because it doesn't say. Because the string ID is a U32. In node graph serializer. What? Oh wait, this one has to be const. And this one has to be const. Okay, I mean that one maybe makes sense. So that much I understand. That one was an oversight. But was that everything? Was that the only issue? I almost can't believe that. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, asset ID is currently still problematic. Oh, that's a file path, right? Alright, let's do string view. Who cares? isn't that what it should be? Oh, well. Wait a sec. Where is serialized? Okay, hold on. Yeah. That doesn't really work, but here... Let's do that. Path, and then we do that, and that is out settings like that. Because we don't have the serialization of asset IDs yet. Okay, so that is unfortunate, but kinda expected. And then we still have the file path here as well. Which again, let's do string view, and then file system, file path. For now. Oh, we need that here as well. String view ends with that. Then we do a file system. File path. Make preferred. And then we have a bunch of stuff that's failing. For dynamic pins and stuff like that, which I think makes sense because component meta or component registry, what factory? What I did doesn't really work, right? Does it work if I do void, well actually bool serialize template type name t? Similar to that, right? We do that. Okay, how can I get that out? So the problem is that he wants it to be defined here, but I can't. But why does that work? Is it that because we don't get the type, we can do it? On demand? Because I don't really want to include, if I can avoid it, I don't want to include the serializer, deserializer there. The question is, how can I do that, right? Because I'm pretty sure if I move them back, everything will work again. Or like those. But that means that I have to okay, whatever. That I have to have those includes there. Which is not really something I would want to have. But yeah, I would need those. I would want to avoid that if possible. Because yeah, well that will remove a lot of the linker errors again. I mean, technically it's not such a big deal to have them in there. Maybe I live with that. I don't know. Dynamic pin needs the same treatment, right? We need here those. And then those two need to go back, so deserialize and serialize. I wonder if there is a way that I can get rid of those. No, I think pin has the same thing. Yeah, it's just that I didn't do it yet. Include Onyx, serializer, and deserializer. So I think that will work again. But I'm not sure if that's what I want, to be honest. Let me quickly, nope, sorry, not that one. Alright, I mean that kind of works until it doesn't. So I guess it's the application settings that we kind of rigged. Let's see. So we have hopefully a window title, yes. We don't have an input map, which is sad. Because I think we should have one. Okay. That's interesting. Why would that not work? Do we have the app settings here? No. Data app config. Path. Why would that not work? Okay. Is same. Yeah. What? How come that actually... Wait, why does this even convert to a string? Shouldn't you be a string view? Shouldn't you go in here? What? Why is it converting it to a string? What? Oh, because I'm stupid. That's why. Because I'm parsing in the wrong thing. Okay, now it works. Now we have it. Now we probably have back. Yes. And we should hopefully be able to load still a scene. Yeah. Okay. But saving probably doesn't work. We can maybe try to save a render graph, because those are kind of the simplest graphs. Let's save that as volume test 2 and crash. Okay, it didn't crash, that's... But it's very much empty. Huh. It stopped after one thing. And then we have data null. That's interesting. Render graph serializer. So we serialize that. Okay, that's fascinating. Render graph editor, open. Save. So that's 15 nodes. But why would it only write one? Okay. I mean, that's clearly more than that, right? Can I see what kind of node you are there? Create light cluster. Oh, maybe we return force here? Somewhere? But that one returns true. That one returned force. Pipeline properties, right? No, not that one, that one. Pipeline properties, right? Why would you ever fail? Call stack. Okay. Yeah. Core stack. Locals. Okay. Right. That returns true as well. All of them return true. So it can only be the blend. So either one of them returns here true false, or it's the in-place array again. Not like that. Do we even have a right for an in-place array? Hold on. Oh, we do. So it should go in here. Success false. Well, that is unfortunate. That one is as well unfortunate. Okay, here it's like that. And here it's as well like that. Here, that one is as well force. Okay, well, that was definitely a mistake. Alright, I don't think I can do much today anymore. I'm super tired. I ate too much food, to be honest. I wanted to stream earlier, but then stuff happened, unfortunately. Or not unfortunately, but stuff happened. So I couldn't. And I was working a little bit in the morning. But yeah, then kinda got stuck on some other stuff and we probably fix it tomorrow. The rest, which is mainly saving and save, like I need to wrap my head around how I would want to do the saving of the scene. Because that one is a little bit... What? What did I do? Shader graph editor open. How does that suddenly fail? Huh? Why does that suddenly fail? Source tree, did I do something in here? What? Did I break it somehow? Node view JSON viewer. Oh my god. No, it's valid. It's valid, but somehow I kinda broke something. I don't know. Suddenly. Did I change something by mistake in the reader? No, that's alright. What? Oh, there was... I tried to open the shader graph. God damn it. I wanted to open a render graph. That makes sense. We should maybe... I tried to open in the shader graph a render graph. Maybe we should... Yeah, we should definitely get a check for that. That it doesn't do that. Okay. Okay. Oh, we are still very small. How come? In place array. Hmm. It's very weird. We should actually do it like that. We should not have signed that in the first pass anyways. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Okay. That's very bizarre. I can only still think that it's something in the in-place array. It's like the only thing I can imagine. God damn it, where is it? In place. Oh wait, did I change that? Yeah, because the problem is, did I change that now? So even if I change that, how about we actually, if out value equals empty, do we actually want to do something then? Probably not. Or, nah, let's not do that. But, yeah, I don't know. And that is definitely a problem, right? If we default here to false, that is definitely a problem if we don't serialize anything. Because if we never go in there, why would we fail in that case? I think that is now better. Not sure if that fixes all the problems, but it's definitely more correct. Let's see, how could we do the data serialization? Not quite sure. Not quite sure. But we will find a way. We will find a way. Render graph, open. And then we save that again. Please be more than... Oh my god. God damn it. And I don't think I can hit save another time because it will just be busted. Where do we break? In output attachments. Graph. Create light clusters. I mean, maybe it's null. In place array. But maybe we don't even want to create that. I'm more and more thinking that I don't actually want to create that. If it's not a valid thing. Okay. But then that works. Okay. So all of that works. Oh, but then we go into output attachments. where we still default to false, which I thought we didn't do anymore. So we do that here to true. Do we have that now still somewhere? No. Maybe we want to skip empty objects? I think we do. So here, if out value is empty, return true. And we do that for all of them. Well, in this case, we don't even write the scope, right? But we do it for all of the ones where we write the scope name. Not a scope, not a scope. Yeah, I think that should do it. Alright, render graph, open this one, save this one. Okay, we have a graph now. Let's see if we can open that. Okay, that opened. I think it's the same thing, right? Yeah. Okay, that's good. How does it look? Ah, we still have a null here for inputs. The outputs are not there, which is good. We have a little bit more data in everything, right? Because we're definitely outputting way more stuff, which is not necessarily bad. Because it definitely makes it more. So we have 10, 30 lines versus the other one is 700 because we get rid of a lot of stuff. But that seems to work. That's good. I would want to know. So probably it's in. How about these create light clusters? Because that one doesn't have. Okay, so it's a node.cpp. And then we serialize here, right for each. And we have a pin count. Probably it's if count is 0, return true, right? All right. So we have that, so we can save those. I assume we can load shader graphs then in that case as well. So let's see the scene serializer. Because what probably would work is if we have a Onyx U32 scope while index equals 0. And then we enter the scope data. We end that scope. And then we add as well serializer, enter scope, index. And we end that scope as well. That might work. We can do that here basically. Void enter scope. Template compile time string. Create scope. Name string view. And void enter scope. With an index. Create scope I. And that should hopefully, yeah, do that. And then we just need the end scope to be public. And I think that should do it. We can try. Data scenes. Other. Because I definitely don't want to ruin my scene. Like I did already with my other scene. Probably we should do... Oh, that makes actually sense. We will do that. We should write the sectors into a subfolder based on the scene name. That way it is unique, right? Because you cannot have the same scene name in the same folder. So let's open that one. Let's go save. Test. I mean, there is stuff in there. Material component. I mean, that is better than I thought. Data. We have a material. Oh, wait, yeah, makes sense. Because I'm stupid. So we need to, of course, increase the index. Open scene. Light scene. Save scene. Over that one. And now we have 3. Now we have a transform. We have the ID component. Type ID. So in theory, we should be able to load that. And that should work. Now the only question is, how can I do that nicely without exposing this grade scope? Okay, yeah, that works. So how can I do that? Question is, do I need data? Yes, I kinda need that. Or? I mean, maybe we have to create scope. Or maybe we have a enter array. A create array. Maybe we do a create array. Or enter scope is maybe fine. Maybe we keep that, right? And we do that as components. But do we even need that? Hold on, do we even need that? Because what if we don't do that? Because the type ID we can write out in the serialize. Right? In here, we could already write out the type ID. I mean, we can do it here as well. It doesn't really matter. But then I'm thinking we could just do the scope here different. We could do a scope of type ID. Because then I can get rid of that, and we just have, I mean, basically the ID or the string here as the type. Probably the ID. But then, actually, no, the components make sense. But I think I want a different struct for the enter scope. I would really want an RAII object for that. basically probably maybe under some circumstances what I would want to have is struct serialization scope. Let's actually have that here. And for now, let's do two constructors, one that takes a compile time string. Sorry. Oh, actually, we do it in the serializer then. Oh, god damn it, that sucks. Yeah, we probably have to have it in the... But yeah, then this is basically friend class serialization scope. I'd assume. And then here... like that, and we do serializer create scope in. Oh, create scope in dot string view, or like scope name. And then we have here private serializer, serializer, serializer. Serialization. Well, then we have this, which basically just does serializer in scope. Actually, we could have it in the other class. 1 second. Alright. Actually, I'm already doing a little bit longer than I would have hoped to do. Actually, let's not. Scope name. And we probably bring that somewhere into a CPP. Serialize. All right, and we basically have to include that. Core, do we still have it open? Of course not. Unfortunate. I think it's here. Where do we have it here? After profiler. Oh yeah, makes sense. Serialize. Serialization, CPP. But yeah, I will call it a day when that's done. And we will finish off tomorrow. Although it's pretty much finished off. There's only one small thing that annoys me, which I'm not even sure if I can get rid of. I need some research for that. I would want to have not the pins and the component meta have to link directly in the header against serialize and deserialize, which I'm not sure if I can even fix because it's like templates, so probably there is not really anything I can do about it. Okay. Generate, and that is basically M serializer RAID scope name, and we should probably take the serializer here. Because we have to initialize M serializer. Okay. So because then what I would want to do is serializer where we enter scope and stuff like that. We basically return a serialization scope where we return this no. Oh, where? What? It doesn't name a value. Why would it not name a value? Then here as well we return a serialization scope with this and the index. We definitely need to create that, but I mean that should do it. That works. But why does that not work? I mean, whatever, we can just do that, right? And now in our scene serializer, scope, and that is like that. And then we have serialization scope, array scope, array index scope. And that's about it. And that should still work. And that makes it a little bit better, right? Because it makes a bit more sense. And then, yeah, different serializers can either do it or not, depending on if they need it or not. Friend struct. The only question I have is, does that actually work in terms of well, it doesn't work if we create it beforehand, right? And technically, if we use that to keep scopes alive, it doesn't really work. Which is why I don't really like that, because yeah, you can easily destroy that. So maybe I will try to come up with something better than that. Maybe we give the possibility to have 2 scopes. I don't know. But yeah, I will call it a day. I will test it one more time now. So we load our old one. We save it onto the new one. That's saved, but is it correct? We will find out. That one should be it. Okay, so that's now says components, and we have them here, so that works. I'm not sure. No, I think the creating of scopes is fine. It's just that you need to know what you're doing, right? But it's definitely the best of the worlds, basically. Alright, good. That works. I will call it a day. We will see each other tomorrow again. Thank you very much for joining. And yeah, tomorrow we should have a normal scheduled stream. And maybe I will finish that in the morning. It's not so interesting anyways for the stream. And then we will go back to the volumetric terrain, which is more interesting. Because yeah, I think most of the other stuff is then done. Maybe I even submit that already before we finish the other stuff that annoys me. Maybe I do a first submit and then we iterate on top of that. Alright, but that's some details that I have to figure out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you tomorrow. Have a nice rest of your evening. Bye bye. Good night.